If you want to become a better homebrewer, there's really no way around it. You got to spend a lot of time brewing beer. And looking back over the past year, I was certainly able to do that. I brewed 24 batches ranging in size from 2.5 to 10 gallons of beer. But time alone is not enough to master this craft. In this video, I'll talk through my approach for becoming a better homebrewer and share a few examples of things I learned over the past year. It's obviously important to set goals for yourself as a brewer, but let's not get super corny about this. All you need is a target and a way to find out if you hit it. For the second year in a row, one of my biggest goals was to brew at least 20 batches of beer and produce a video about each one. It's a pretty chill number if you consider brewing 2 batches in a day or brewing 2 days in a row, and at the end of the day, I'll know if there are 20 new videos on the channel or not. The rest of my goals basically revolved around getting to know ingredients. I wanted to get to know water, wood, and thyme as ingredients in beer, so I set out to start a Solera. I think you get the point. Pick a few chill goals and get after it. If you're brewing beer at home, it makes sense to brew the styles that you and your circle enjoy drinking, but too much of the same thing can make you get comfortable in your ways and stop pushing yourself to learn new things. Master your favorite styles, but leave plenty of room for experimentation. I mentioned earlier I wanted to get to know water as an ingredient, and that's exactly what led me to the Hazy IPA series. I knew that the mouthfeel was important for the style and that nailing the water profile would help me get there. So throughout the course of several batches, I was intentional about the water and paid close attention to the impact it had on each beer. And when it was over, I took what I learned and applied it to a new style to learn even more about water. Whatever your goals are, mixing things up can help you see things from a different perspective, and don't forget to take some notes along the way. Like most hobbies, homebrewing requires some gear to get started and usually leads to buying more and more. Ask a hunter or fisherman how much their take costs per pound when you factor in the equipment and travel required to take it. It doesn't have to make sense, but don't just buy shit. If you ask me, new equipment should get you closer to your goals. This half-barrel foeder wasn't cheap, but it helped me learn a lot about aging beer in oak, and I'm sure I'll keep using it to learn new things. And price really has nothing to do with it. This DIY dump valve helped me to learn a bunch about yeast, dry hops, and the temperature schedules that help you get the most out of both. Don't just buy shit, make sure it's helping you hit new targets. There are all kinds of resources out there to help you master the art of brewing. Books, magazines, forums, blogs, clubs, and channels like this one can provide super helpful information, but it's up to you to evaluate and synthesize that information and ultimately form your own opinion. I don't think anyone is trying to confuse you or anything, but don't be surprised if your results vary. The more sources you can compare, the better off you'll be. Personally, I watch a ton of videos here on YouTube. I participate in a few groups on Facebook. I bounce around sites like Craft Beer and Brewing, Milk the Funk, and Brewlosophy, and I try to read a couple brewing books each year. No matter what, stay skeptical and form your own opinions. At the end of the day, we're just making beer here. If you're stressed out, you're doing it wrong. Don't worry, have a homebrew and chill the heck out. So, chill goals, mix it up, don't just buy shit, stay skeptical, and if that don't work, have a homebrew and keep it chill, homie. Let me know in the comments what you're working towards and make sure you subscribe so you don't miss the next one. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I'll see you again soon.